Chelsea Football Club are a team based in London who have a rich history of winning titles, having great managers that have won many things, and also some managers that haven't won as many things. But with some fresh young talent and English blood coming in, maybe things can improve, and maybe they could bring the trophies back to Stamford Bridge. And I'm here to do just that. I want to bring this great stadium and great fans and great team trophies. So let's get into it. Hello everybody and welcome to Aberrant FC and to my first Football Manager 2021 save. We are here with Chelsea. We've replaced Frank Lampard after him just not doing enough for Chelsea. He loves Mason Mount too much. So they have decided that he needs to move on. He's going to go and join Gareth Southgate, I imagine, in the Mason Mount fan club, while we try and win things with Chelsea. Now, this is not the type of save I normally do. I normally start in the second, third tier of some obscure country and try and move up from there. I did do an Aston Villa save last year that wasn't particularly popular, so we didn't end up finishing that. But we are here with Chelsea this year. I want to do something big with these guys. We don't have a huge budget. We don't have the craziest squad depth in the world. We have some absolute superstars in certain positions. I do forget Kai Havertz for a little while. I mentioned that in the video, but I do forget that he exists for a little while. But the rest of the team, absolutely fantastic. And I think it's got a chance of winning things in the first season. I'd like to win one trophy, whether that be a European trophy, a domestic trophy, who knows. But yes, let's stop with all of this, all the formalities, and let's get right into this video. We are now the Chelsea manager. The manager of the Blues. The beta at the bridge is well and truly underway. Let's move on and see. We're predicted to finish third, interestingly. This is our apparent best 11, a 4-2-3-1, with most of the players you'd expect to be there. In terms of our vision, nothing really jumps out at me, except this is kind of what I was saying. This is what I wanted to do. So I like that. On the 5-year plan, expand stadium, build a new stadium is something that they're thinking that they'd like to do. End of this season, Champions League football, of course, and reaching the semi-finals of the Champions League. That's pretty insane at the start, but we'll go with it. By the way, if you're wondering where I got my logos and things, I have made a video on it. It's on the channel. It's the most recent upload before this one. So you'll see that. Let's just save the game and we'll get into our squad momentarily. So here we are in the Chelsea squad, which I'm sure almost all of you are very, very familiar with. So we'll have a look at a couple of the key players. N'Golo Kante, of course, the unbelievable box-to-box / ball winner. Mason Mount is the second best player at Chelsea. Okay. I think Gareth Southgate may have had something to do with this. Moving on, Tomori is also the third best. Interesting. In terms of potential, Christian Pulisic is right up there. You've got Callum Hudson-Odoi, of course. A player who... How he's 19? It always blows me away. I always think he's older. Players that are worth keeping an eye on in our dev centre. Billy Gilmore, of course, the sort of deep line playmaker. Was very, very good in the last FM. Faustino Anjorin? I'm not actually sure. Anjorin? I'm not sure how you say it. Sort of a tall, pacey attacker. Could be a striker maybe in the future. Other players are... Well, you've got Ethan Ampadu out on loan, Malang Sarr. And then you've got Harvey Vale here. Looks an interesting young player. Lucas Bergstrom as well in goal. But that's not really what we're overly interested in. We only have 12 million to spend. Okay, who are our suggested scouting? Okay, not a huge amount of players jumping out at me as ones we could actually sign. So, we're going to have to sign smart is something that we're going to do. But let me show you the tactical system I'm thinking of employing. So, this is the team I'm thinking of going with. This is the first team that I'm thinking of going with, and the tactical system. A sort of 4-3-3 with the DM or a 4-5-1, whatever you want to call it. And I want it to sort of play as a 3 in attack where James kind of pushes on Alonso. Actually, I want to add sit narrower on here, and I want him to sort of join this. And I want Kovacic to collect the ball and carry. I want Kante just to be a ball winner, and I want Mount to shuttle. Ziyech, I sort of want to play in this space rather than this space. That's why I've gone inverted winger support, and then Pulisic I want doing that a bit more. We could even with Pulisic go inside forward, like that is a very real thing we could do, and we might experiment with that as well. Now, one issue we could come up with is that Kovacic and Pulisic get in each other's way, so we could swap these two around if that does become an issue. In game, we'll have to wait and see if it does. If not, I would prefer it to be like this, because I want Mount over on this side to sort of do the running work over here with the fullback attacking. I'd like to have the box-to-box here so he can shuttle back a bit more. But yeah, this is what we're going in terms of instructions. I'm just going to click through. You can pause. I will let you know of any changes I make as well in the future. But yeah, this is pretty simple. That's what we're going with. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the team at the moment. Striker-wise, obviously Timo is fantastic. And actually, I want him playing as a pressing forward. Yeah, he's a fantastic striker in this kind of role. I want them to press. I want them to push. And I want them to sort of be direct. I could, if the direct doesn't work, I am tempted to sort of go just standard, because I think that could really benefit what we've got. I am going to build a second system at some point, but I want to get the familiarity with this one up as quick as possible. So, while looking at this, I've realised that there is quite a big omission from the side, and I didn't even really think about it, and I was like, wait, why haven't I got Kai Havertz? And it's because he didn't pop up as one of the better players in the role. And I just want to do a very quick comparison with Mateo Kovacic, just to see how sort of similar/different they are. Okay, so Kovacic right now is the better player, so that's interesting to note. And that you'll be like, why isn't he playing him there? Havertz is probably going to be the player who eventually plays this role. But what we could do with Havertz is say, okay, why isn't he the inverted winger as well? We could train him to do that, and then we've got two. But I just don't think that's where he's suited. I think he'd very much suit that role or the slightly further forward role. And what I might do is definitely we have a second formation where we have Havertz here and Kante here, and go with that. That could definitely be the way we go with it. But yeah, I thought I'd mention that, as people might be like, why isn't he playing bloody Havertz? And it's because I was silly and didn't notice him. I thought I'd just have a quick look through some of our sell-on clauses and things. I noticed obviously one of the more recent ones, Tariq Lamptey, is on there. I feel like they've done him dirty a little. Let me know what you think about that. But we do have some fees for players like Drinkwater that we could buy off, Emerson as well. We have a couple of fees from Hazard, which we should get the full amount eventually. A little bit for Moller there, Baba Rahman. Nothing crazy though, but some of these may bring us something in the future. I'm not quite sure right now though. But yeah, we've got a few of these. We've got a few of these sat around. 3, 2, 1. So I want you guys to let me know who you think I should sign in the next episode. Or even let me know on Twitter. You can let me know down below as well. But yeah, I want to improve the squad without going crazy overboard. I suppose we don't have the budget to go crazy overboard. 12 million is not a huge amount. But yes, thank you all very much for watching this. As I say, make sure you have liked, comment and subscribed on the channel if you haven't already. But yeah, I will see you in the next video that should be out either later today or tomorrow when you're watching this. Alright, goodbye.